Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Anita Horry. I'm Pilates Business Coach, Teacher Trainer, and of course here to serve you. So I have just come back from a weekend full of power, full of enthusiasm, full of ideas, and I'm ready to kick start my next dream life. What am I talking about? I have just come back from a weekend with the great Tony Robbins. Working with Tony Robbins, and I've been following his work for the past decade or more, and I found that his work and his teachings has really helped me in my businesses and in my personal life. So, COVID hit a few years ago. We weren't able to see him live, and just a week ago I was with him in Birmingham in the UK, and oh my God, a whole weekend of 7,500 people, however many people there were, jumping up and down and getting the vibe and getting the energy from him. One thing that I've learned this time, and I realize so much every time I go, every time I'm studying with him, I realize more and more that I'm actually learning the same stuff, right? I'm learning the same stuff. I'm hearing him talk about the same things over and over again, but I never tire from it. Why? Because I know that every single time I am there, one of the things that he's talking about is going to click. You can't possibly, and I can't possibly, nobody can possibly take all that he talks about and all that he teaches about in one go. Now, I've got a question to ask you. How many times have you done a course and then you've come out of the course thinking, I've learned something, but I've learned nothing? How many times have you done a course and not actually implemented it? Because this is exactly what I learned this time from Tony Robbins. So I've heard him say this over and over and over again. Repetition is the mother of skill. That's another word, that's another phrase of Tony Robbins. But when I heard this whole thing about taking action on what I've learned, because I've learned this before, am I taking action? It's absolutely impossible to take action on all the items that Tony Robbins talks about during his UPW events. So one big tip that he taught me is chunking things down, chunking it down. So I have decided to take this one step further, to make sure that I take action on every single item that I'm learning. So if I've taken a course, I want to make sure that I block enough time and I'm going to sit there and study, and I'm not going to be distracted, and I'm going to implement all the changes and all the action items that I learned from the course. There's no point of learning. How many times have you learned courses and one course after another to think that you're going to improve yourself and not taking any action? You'd maybe think, oh, I've not learned anything from that course. Have you actually taken any action? Have you actually done what the course is asking you to do? Are you following through and through? Or are you just learning so that you know? So are you a forever student? Because most of us, most Pilates teachers are forever students, right? Most of us want to learn more, but that learning goes at the back of your head at some point somewhere, but you don't actually put it into action. So how do you manage to put anything into action? In the words of Tony Robbins himself, you need someone who's been there, who's done that, who has really come through the other side and who's succeeded. And you can see that they've actually put these things into action and they've worked for them. And you get that person to hold you by the hand and to say, right, now it's your turn. Now you're gonna have to make this work for yourself. So my little video today, and it's a very short video, but my little video today is just to remind you that you have to take action on every single thing you want to achieve. If you want to have a goal, You can't just have the goal. You need to take action to make that happen for you. And if you don't have this discipline, or if you don't have the time, or if you don't have the resources, whatever it might be, that is your BS story, as Tony Robbins calls it, you're gonna have to take some support. And the support is gonna come from someone who has already done this, who has already been there, and who has already succeeded. So I'm just reminding you all just to make sure that you do take the action. And if you don't have the time, you don't have the facility, you don't have the resources, you just don't know where to start, I'm here to guide you. I'm here to be your support. I'm here to be your mentor. I'm here to be your coach, to give you step-by-step guides on how you grow your business. You know, I have studied so many times with so many different coaches. I've taken 3 different certifications. Power Pilates, studied with Lolita San Miguel, did another certification with Bob Leekens, and still continue to study Pilates. But what gives me the most benefit is putting all the stuff that they taught me into action, and putting that into action with my clients. Now, I do the same for my business. I hope you do the same for yours. If you need help, you know where I am. Click the like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell to get notified every time I upload a video online. Until my next video, guys, have a great one. Goodbye for now.